welcome back to Not Just Crow. Well, listen, I'm literally with the stars of the show. I've been absolutely, it is, and I've been absolutely wowed since I've been here. I've done more than my 10,000 steps twice. So, guys, amazing to be here on the it's fantastic ship, Valiant Lady. Tell us who you are and sort of what's your role within Virgin Voyages.
Let's go ladies first.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm Layla. I'm Business Development Executive for the North. I've been with the team since October. So, yeah, there's two of us, but I've got the whole of the North. So
Wow.
About,
That's impressive.
visiting all our lovely first mates, getting them trained up.
Yeah. And I mean, that's quite because I say we come from a cabin crew background. Our training is quite intense. It's usually 6 weeks intense and literally straight online. How's that work with the mates? I know it depends on the role, but what's the average sort of training time?
So we have something which we call C Academy, which is our online learning platform.
Yeah.
We've got 4 separate tiers, which
Oh wow.
our first mates can go online. They can complete that all online, and then they receive their certificates. Time, volume varies. They do it in sort of sections.
Yeah.
It's really simple to go through. And we also provide in-store training if they need that as well. So there are a lot of benefits they do need.
So it's quite an academy then. It's quite a wow.
It's a good time commitment.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is, I mean, I'm obviously getting a lot older because you guys look so young, and I really do mean young in the best possible way. So no, it's amazing. Right,
The work we've had done.
Right.
Speaking of training, so
I've seen all the salons, so it's obviously doing
I had a
something
haircut
right.
yesterday. Yeah, so
And it looks amazing too, may I?
thank
It
you.
looks good.
So speaking of training, Luke is actually who are you, Luke? What do you do?
Yeah.
What do I
We
do?
all want to know, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, we really, guys, we really want to
we
know.
really want to.
We're waiting for
So,
Luke.
my name's Luke. I'm the National Training Manager
Yeah.
for Virgin Voyages, UK and international sales. I'm now claiming that I'm rest of the world as well.
He trained somebody in
Wow.
Australia once, and he's now global.
Right, exactly.
No,
Nothing
I'm
wrong being global.
Gone
Nothing
global,
wrong.
UK and rest of the world.
Yeah.
So what I do is I manage and kind of really implement the learning strategy with training. So when we talk about first mates, we're talking about our travel partners.
Yeah.
So anybody that's working in the industry that is selling cruises or holidays, and they sign up to do business with us,
Yeah.
and they kind of go on a bit of a learning journey with us. There's a big mixture, right? We encourage
Yeah.
people to come and explore the product for themselves, face to face, and experience it in the flesh. But then we also have a remote learning platform, which Layla so elegantly
Yes.
sold there.
Very good.
Yeah. I've sold it to me. I want to be.
So C Academy is an award-winning platform.
Yeah.
So it's a collection of modules. We've got 4 tiers, and there's several different classes you can take. And then with each tier, you also get some tiny little benefits as well, such as
Wow.
first mate rates.
Oh, okay.
And
Right.
some,
Okay.
Some sailor loot, depending on what type of voyage you might purchase
Yeah.
yourself. So we've got that, which is really great. And we also have the national training approach as well.
Yeah.
So that's a collection of webinars that are
Yeah.
designed to not only give you the big ticket items and understanding of what Virgin Voyages is all about, but also some little snippets behind the scenes, some facts that you may not necessarily
Right.
get
Okay.
from the remote learning.
Yeah.
But instead, we call it the Spill the Tea series.
Yeah.
So we got that, which is really great. And I work with Layla and Jack. We coordinate face-to-face approach. So we go to all your speed dating sessions. We go to
Speed dating sessions.
you go to trade conferences.
Okay. Brilliant.
We go to large events. We host
Yeah.
our own VIP events as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And so we're looking to make waves in the industry.
So how did you get into this? I mean, I work for an airline with a similar name. I won't mention it, but I'm sure the viewers can guess. How did you? What were you doing at school to even get you into this industry in the first place?
So as we're still on the Virgin, I previously worked for Virgin Atlantic.
Ah, right. Okay.
So I was there for about 10 years.
Yeah.
And I predominantly was in the learning and development space.
Yeah.
So I trained everything from crew CRM to the call center courses and 6 weeks onboarding to load control to airport operations.
Please don't ask any more
Wow.
questions. It gets very boring very quickly.
I think we'll do a separate episode on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please do. When I'm not here.
Oh, okay.
So for me, where I was able to sort of cross-transfer my skills was because we were looking for somebody with an expertise in learning and development.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to kind of approach training first mates with a
course.
approach. We wanted to give them the experience that really sort of marries up with what the Virgin brand offers and wants to deliver.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a no-brainer, really, in terms of that.
It's a no-brainer for your recruitment.
That's right.
Okay. Well, look,
Before I was in the role in sales, I was also on board. So
Oh,
I was the training manager on board.
okay.
Lady as well. So
yeah.
a bit of a history in the company.
Wow. Okay. Well, look, before we get on to Shane,
Please do.
so I do.
Please
But just one quick question to you two. As you know, we sort of deal with cabin crew and mainly concentrate on transferable skills. A lot of ex-cabin crew either go into the NHS, the police, and some onto cruise ships. But what transferable skills can you think they can bring from a plane, a long-haul plane, onto a ship that's literally away for possibly months or weeks?
Well, from my perspective, I think the customer service training, right? So customer service is key. And if you can handle somebody on a 10-hour flight and make sure they remember their experience and have a great time, then it's easy to do on a ship because you've got much longer duration of time to enhance their experience.
Yeah.
But I think also we have that opportunity where we can we bring them to different roles shoreside as well. So I think if somebody wants to come into the sales team, then there's definitely an opportunity for them to use their skills. Obviously, just being able to build those relationships is key. And I think there is no better industry than the cabin crew industry for working on the airlines for building those relationships and have to do so quickly, right?
Yeah,
you have to
absolutely.
get to know your passengers very quickly.
Yeah.
In a short space of time, you've got to build up that rapport. And if you can do that on a flight, then you can actually do that in sales, working with the travel agents, working in our call centres, or even working on board ships.
Yeah, wow. And Shane, yourself, how did you get into this industry?
Yeah, by accident almost. So I cruised a lot as a child. So,
okay.
So I grew up in cruising, and then I actually did performing arts, my degree.
Oh right. Okay.
And then decided I didn't want to be working in a coffee shop and waiting for work to come along. So I remember chatting to my family, and they said, "What do you love doing?" I said, "Holidays. Holidays is my thing." So I started as a travel agent, and then naturally found myself working more and more in cruise. So I spent the last 12 years working in the cruise industry, focused on cruise. And about 4 years ago, I had a phone call from a contact that I know at Virgin Holidages. And they put my name forward for a role coming up at Virgin Voyages, and the rest was history. So 4 years, we had nothing. We had no ship. I went to the shipyard and saw the ship in pieces as it was being put together. And I remember then saying, "What about this? What about that?" And they said, "Well, we don't have it. You have to make it. You have to create it." So we had no commission structure, no commercial deals, no partnerships. I was a one-man band then, and now I've got a wonderful team of 8.
Do you know what? And I've said this time and time with Virgin, they do know how to, harvest young talent, and not only harvest it, chuck them in right at the deep end.
Yeah,
I mean, Virgin Atlantic was very, very similar at the beginning. So, what's the ethos of the Virgin Voyages? I mean, from the logo looks so 1930s and luxurious. But everything else seems to have a really contemporary feel.
Yeah. So
how do you get the balance between the two, like traditional cruising, which maybe your older ones and the young and the youngsters, younger demographics, which you're trying to encourage to come to Virgin
so
Cruises?
I think we set out with a mission to create an epic sea change for all. And there's a number of different pillars that come into that. So obviously the most important one is around sailors. How do we create a new experience for them? But there was other parts that come with it as well. So how do we protect our oceans? How do we make sure that we add value to the communities that we go to? So they welcome our big, beautiful ships rather than feeling like we're damaging their community. So there's a number of things that we do. But for us, it was less about creating a cruise product. It was more about looking at how people live their lives in the real world. So rather than thinking that the usual things that happen in cruise, like main dining rooms and dining times and dress codes, we don't have those things. So actually, a lot of people come on board and say it doesn't feel like a cruise. It feels like you're in, the Cosmopolitan in Vegas that happens to travel with you.
Yeah, of course.
So it's got that vibe of upscale hotel, boutique hotel. You've got over 20 eateries included. There's no tipping required. So for us, it's about removing barriers and obstacles that people think of cruising. And of course, those people who love cruising already come to us because they're getting things included that they don't elsewhere, and they're getting the festival of choice. So we don't have forced fun. So we don't make announcements and tell them what to do and when to do it. Instead, we provide them with a program. They've got an app where they can look and see what's happening. And if all of us sailed there, we would all take a very different experience because what you want to do would be different to what I do or what Luke does, what Layla does. So everybody has a unique experience, which is very different for cruising. Which is normally because we say you have to dine at this time to this time, and then the shows are this time to this time, and everybody, you have that feeling of mass because everybody is doing it. Our sailors are looking for a more elevated experience, and because we're adult by design, there are no children, you have to be 18 plus, so that automatically helps elevate the experience.
Yeah, of course. Well, look, I say, I mean, you guys do And I'm not just saying this because we're here. I have been wowed from the moment I walked on, and I was expected to be wowed, but this was wow. If that makes sense.
Is it that's helping?
Do you know what? I was offered a glass the moment I walked in, and customer service, by the way, I had a meal at the Mexican, absolutely fantastic. But I was offered a glass, and I did take it just to get my bearings, and I've got to slow down because I had a lot to do. I had to meet you guys and sort of walk these 10,000 steps. But it is there's really no other way to explain the feeling that even I know this is a sort of press and travel agent sort of few days for you for the trade, but the enthusiasm all your crew have generated has been so nice, and thank you so much for inviting not just crew along.
The crew are definitely the secret sauce. So
of course,
the crew are. Anyone can build beautiful ships.
And
there's different products, different brands, create amazing things. But the thing that I think really stands out for us in every review, Scarlet Lady, our first ship, has more 5-star reviews than any other brand on the cruise line and TripAdvisor. Scarlet Lady won best ship of the year, and that's because of the crew. It's the crew that stands out.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, and Richard Branson has that famous quote that customers don't come first, your employees do. And I think that's evident in how we make the crew happy, and we're all very lucky to be taken very well care of. And you put your all into the job, right? So,
absolutely.
And we see that from the crew as well.
Yeah. And last thing, how the hell do you all stay so young?
Well, I'm
seriously. No, you have the wealth of knowledge and confidence of like a 6-year-old, yet you look so glamorous and.
Well, I am 40 in January, so I begin the celebration in December. But Luke is actually 56. He just
well, I know. You're very good at 56, Luke.
You never work a day in your life.
Layla, you are 47?
Yeah, that's me.
First birthday. And that is amazing. Well, obviously, guys, you can see the treatments on all the spas here. They're fantastic.
The spas work.
And they do spas.
Thank you, everybody.
So thank you so much. Oh, one last question. Yeah. Do you guys ever run out of chicken or beef, as we do on the aircraft?
No.
No.
We have much more than chicken or beef.
What happens if you run out of food?
We're very well taken care of. We never run out of anything.
Very different to an aircraft. So, thank you so much on behalf of Not Just Crew.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks
we
for
look forward to welcoming you on board very soon.
Excellent. Okay.
Take care. Cheers.
Right, I've got to be a bit quieter. I'm in what's called the Red Room. It's like the ship's theatre, so I've got to be really quiet. They're doing a bit of, I'm not sure if it's a rehearsal for a show or they're just sort of doing a bit of yoga. But so I'm just going to have a quick look around. I'm not going to disturb anyone because I know how upset artists get. Alright, let's have a little look.
Deck 16.
We're now in the sea view cabin. Wow. It's definitely more than a room. And you get a different view every day. Today it's in Liverpool. Who knows what it'll be tomorrow. So we're back in our respective places now. I'm here in Lagos. You're back at home. Many memories of Liverpool, my friend. Amazing, wasn't it?
Absolutely fantastic. Blown away and can't speak too highly of everybody at Virgin Voyages, the crew, the ship, the city of Liverpool. Absolutely stunning and just so warm and friendly.
Yeah, I absolutely really enjoyed it. To say I had to get the train back shortly after that, a lot quicker than my journey up, as I said in the video. But I hadn't been to Liverpool literally since last century, so it was amazing to get there. The city's really coming on. I was concentrating on a few technical areas. You drew the lucky straw and able to go down and have a look at the two very famous football grounds, and I'm not talking about Watford and St James's Park here. Another two famous football grounds. Tell us a bit more about those.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just a short hop, skip, and a jump from the port up to Anfield, Stanley Park. So I popped along to Anfield, and I was fortunate enough to be able to go around the ground and see the Hillsborough Memorial, see the statue of Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley, Kenny Dalglish, all the Liverpool legends, all the amazing like artifacts and all the history that surrounds Liverpool Football Club, the wrought iron gates with "You'll Never Walk Alone," and the club shop was fantastic as well. And it wasn't too badly priced, I might add, so I was able to get a few souvenirs. But yeah, just to soak in like the atmosphere, even though there wasn't many people around the ground, just to actually get a feel of it, because that was the first time I've been to Anfield. And just around the corner, I popped down because I know I've been to Goodison Park before. So I popped along to see Goodison Park. And the last time I was there must be about 25 years ago. And the contrast in the stadiums, Trev, unbelievable. You've got like Anfield just looks so vast, and there's loads of room to walk around and take in the sheer size of Anfield. But like Goodison Park just doesn't seem to have changed one bit. The pub, I can't remember the name of the pub, that's outside the ground. I remember going in there; that was still there. And in some ways, it's really good that it hasn't changed. But like as football clubs move on and stadium has to get bigger and like modify and move with the times, I think it's long overdue now, Goodison Park, for a bit of a restructure. And I do believe that plans are in place, to get a new stadium. Like I'm not sure if it's going to be a different location altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit further down. I mean, I'm starting to learn about Liverpool a bit more, but it's a bit further down the river. It's going to be a massive stadium complex, which they can use for sort of concerts. And, you know, as far as Evertonians are concerned, we work with Sam Kane, Travel.radio, massive Evertonian. And I think they feel they've lived in the shadows for far too long. I'm here in Lagos. All I see are Liverpool shirts, Arsenal shirts, Chelsea shirts. You know, and they've gone for global branding, and I think Everton won a bit of the action on that one.
Yeah, don't blame them. Don't blame them. Two massive clubs with steeped in history, and I was just so lucky to actually go around and just see this. There were stadiums, just fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
There was one quick point I've got to ask you about this on your video, because I wasn't with you. When you said you were outside Anfield, you said you felt a bit too much in blue, almost an Everton blue. You're wearing, obviously, you're not just crew hoodie there.
Yeah.
Did you get any strange looks?
Absolutely. When I went into the club shop with my Everton blue, not just crew hoodie on, they were all staring at us. So, like, before they brought it to my attention, I thought I'd raise the uncomfortable subject. I was like, I really shouldn't be wearing this top in this club shop, should I? And they were like, "No, mate, you shouldn't."
No,
but like I was buying stuff, so they were happy.
No, that was really good. And when you're around Everton, I suppose you just it was like pure camouflage wearing that blue.
Yeah, just blended in.
Any funny looks there?
Yeah, the difference is, I mean, like when you're walking around Goodison Park, it's very built up, and there's houses like right outside of the ground, very built up. So you feel a bit claustrophobic walking around the perimeter of the stadium. But when you're in Anfield, it's so vast and like lots of open space with like kind of paved areas, and there's so much more room. It's totally two totally different clubs, you know.
Yeah. Oh, as I say, Sam, we've been speaking to them on Travel.radio, and again, as I said before, they want to come out of the shadows. They are a big club. They have got a massive following, pretty much half of Liverpool as well. It's just because of the global branding, Liverpool does seem a lot bigger, And plus, I suppose Liverpool carry the name of the city as well, and obviously. Logo being one of their iconic liver birds as well. But so listen, I totally enjoy that. Great to get back on location. Obviously, we have to come from different parts of the country to meet, so it's always good when we get there. Hopefully, we'll do a bit more. But yeah, Simon, just give me one lasting memory of the trip to Liverpool. Something that will stick with you.
It's the ship, Trev. It's the ship. I was blown away by the sheer size of it, the colours. The Virgin branding, it's just and the people who work on the ship, stunning is the word.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, look, to the people at Virgin Voyages and of course the city of Liverpool, thank you so much for hosting us. We really enjoyed that, and I must admit, on this outro, before we say goodbye to everyone, we haven't even mentioned the Beatles. We have now, of course, but there's so much more to Liverpool than the Beatles, who of course are iconic and absolutely loves them. But and what a friendly people. I know the you Northers are very renowned for being very friendly, but I really noticed it even on the trains. Just going up to get a sandwich and a can of beer for the way home, just so chatty. So yeah, thanks to the people of Liverpool and Virgin Voyages. Had a wonderful time. Right, guys, everyone, stay with us for another show next week. Simon and I are going to try and get out on location a bit more. Simon, any final words?
See you next week, guys.
See you next week. Take care.